Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Time to take that walk and go see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer comes from Lost 40 Brewing. This is their Fresh Cuts Belgian Tripel. This was canned on 3/28 of 18 as a 10.5%er. I couldn't find it on Untapped or Beer Advocate, guys. I looked, could not find it. And he didn't even put the name. Mr. Fudge sent this to me. He didn't even put the name on here. But on the front here, it says Lost 40 Brewing Fresh Cuts Pilot Batch Release Series Belgian Tripel 10.5%. And couldn't find it. Could not find it, guys, on either site. So I don't know what's up with that. Maybe nobody's ever had it before in their life, which came kind of hard since it was canned in March of 2018, over a year ago. Very strange. But it is what it is, and I'm sure somebody will probably post, oh, it's right here. Guys, I typed in Fresh Cuts, couldn't find it. Then I typed in Lost 40 Fresh Cuts, couldn't find it. And then I went to Beer Advocate and just clicked on Lost 40 Brewing, and it's not even, they have a Fresh Cut Imperial Stout, but no Fresh Cuts Belgian Tripel. So, could not find it. Don't jump through hoops to find it. If it ain't listed there after I spent a couple of minutes trying to find it on either site, not going to jump through those hoops, guys. We're going to review it like nobody's ever had a damn thing in their life before. And that's the way it is. Homie, don't play that. So, it's all on me on this one, I guess. So, since we don't have anything to go by or talk about, we're going to stop talking and start pouring. Plain Jane silver can, 12-ouncer, with a wraparound, stick-on, clear label. Into the glass we go. 10.5%er. We're going to kick it up a notch and go right straight down the center here. A lot of sediment coming out of the bottom of it. I find that very typical for beers that have any kind of age on them. And IPAs, and it doesn't even have to be that old. A couple of months and they got sediment in them. And if they're unfiltered, they're going to have some of that in there on top of that anyway, whether it's fresh or not. About a half a finger of head on that pour. Kind of cloudy, a little bit of stuff floating around in it, a little bit of light coming through the bottom of it, the big bowl part of the glass, kind of hazy. Don't see anything. I don't know if it's an unfiltered beer or not sure about that. To the nose we go. Yeah, definitely getting the Belgian yeast qualities. Smells very good, a little bit of banana, a little clove, coriander. It's got a very pleasant aroma for a Belgian Tripel. Alcohol seems to be well hidden on the nose. Smells pleasant, guys. I will say that. It does have a pleasant aroma to it. So let's dive in and see what we got. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Mr. Fudge. Decent beer. Alcohol is well hidden on the taste too for a 10.5%er. And it does have the date on it. It says right here it was, he's got a label on the back that says 3/28. And it says Best by 28 July 2018. So I don't know why they'd want you to have it that fresh. So July 28 in March, April, May, June, July. They're only giving a 4-month shelf life, guys. I don't understand that, but it is what it is. I don't control that. I have no say-so whatsoever. But it does have a pleasant aroma. I mean, it's not the best thing I've ever smelled in a Belgian Tripel, but It's fairly well made, and the alcohol is very well hidden. But I don't know where, maybe the canned on date was on the packaging or something, but it does have a Best By on this can here. And it has batch number. It's hard to read, looks like 105, but it's hard to read that middle number there. But yeah, it is what it is. I can't think of a reason why you could sell this beer for a little longer than what they're saying, 4 months. Man, there's IPAs that get a longer shelf life than that, and they're nowhere near the ABV of this or in the style of being a Belgian Tripel. Man, I've had Belgian Tripel sell it for years and years and years and years. So I don't know why they want you to have it that fresh. It is a little on the thin side, and the flavors are a little subdued, but decent beer. Not a bad beer by any means. I do think it's a good quality beer since the alcohol is that well hidden. But I like to see a vintage on it. I mean, they got a machine that's printing this stuff on there. Why not put canned on this date, Best By this date? So I don't know. I don't have any idea. I would like to see a vintage. It was canned on. The day is not critical, but the month of the year would be nice. They'll let you know if it was done in the first part of the year, the middle of the year, or the end of the year, so you know what you have. So evidently he got the canned on date somewhere, whether it was on the package or whatever. I have no idea, since I couldn't find it on Beer Advocate or Untapped, which is very strange since the beer's been out for over a year. So don't know what to do there. Like I said, I tried everything I know, but I'm sure if it's available somewhere, someone will post it. Oh, here it is. But anyway, let me sip on this. It's right out of the fridge, and we'll come back and grade this puppy. Hello, everybody. I'm back. Been sipping on it for a while. Hardly any lacing left on the glass. Okay beer. Decent beer. Alcohol seems to be very well hidden. Doesn't have a canned on or a vintage date on it. Just a Best By date, and that sucks. I don't know where Mr. Fudge got the canned on date, whether it was on the 6-pack, 4-pack, or however he bought this. He needs to have it on the can. He needs to have it on each individual can. They have a machine that's printing useless information on there, and they need to have the canned on instead of the Best By date. But they do that to give it a longer shelf life. But they're only giving it a 4-month shelf life for a Belgian Tripel, 10.5%. I don't understand that either. So, Lost 40 beers are okay. Seem like they're doing a whole lot of beers, and they're doing a whole lot of transitional beers, in my opinion. The 10.5% usually not a transitional beer. It's for a seasoned Belgian craft beer drinker, and this leaves a little bit to be desired. The notes are kind of subdued. There are some there, but I've had much better. I've had much better than this. I would probably not buy this beer if it was available here, because of not having, especially if it's in a single, and I look at the single and it has the Best By date on it, not knowing when it was canned, and not knowing how many months or years are given the shelf life to. This beer is not going to go bad, so I don't understand why they're only giving it a 4-month shelf life from what he is telling me and what the Best By date is written on the bottom of the can. So I don't understand that, guys. So it is what it is. I have no control over that. I just do what I do. So with that being said, final chug. With that being said, guys, like I said, Beer Advocate didn't have it listed. Untapped doesn't have it listed, so I'm on my own on this. It's kind of transitional to me, guys. If it had a can date on it, or vintage, I might give it a little bit better grade than what I'm giving it, but it does not. And with the information that Mr. Fudge is giving me of a 3/28/18 canned on date, and they're giving me a 4-month shelf life Best By date, I don't understand that either. So it's a B beer, guys. I'm gonna give it an 85 right down the middle. Much better Belgian triples out there, if you want to get that big banana Belgian yeast qualities and coriander and clove and all the stuff that goes with usually with the Belgian triples. This has it, but it's very subdued. So not super impressed, but I think it's a well-made beer, other than having stronger notes available and not knowing. And he's telling me it's 3/28/18 canned on date, so he's got that information from somewhere that I don't see it. But don't understand why it's only giving it a 4-month shelf life for a 10.5 Belgian Tripel. Don't understand that. So it is what it is, guys. So if you've had this one from Lost 40 Brewing, like I told you before, I think these guys make a lot of different beers, but none of them have been super impressive. It seems to me they make a lot of transitional beers. And I would consider this, even though it's a 10.5%er, there are better beers in this style out there, guys. So I do appreciate him picking it up, and paying for it, and paying to ship it to me, because I can't get their beers here, and that may be a good thing, because I don't know if I'd buy very much of Lost 40 beers. They have not impressed me a whole lot, guys. But they do make, he sent me a ton of their different beers, and none of them have blowed my hair back or my socks off. But he has sent me some that have. So I'm very appreciative of that. Thank you again, Mr. Fudge. I can't reinforce that enough. I do appreciate everything that everybody sends me, whether they're 0 beers or 10 plus beers, especially when I can't get them here in my area. That's the only way I get to try all these wonderful beers, and beers not so wonderful. But it is what it is. You never know till you try it. So maybe you'll love this. Don't base what you're going to buy or what I say you should buy, or what I would buy. You may think this is the best thing you've ever tasted. I mean, I'm just giving you my humble opinion. So don't base what you're going to purchase or not purchase based on what I say. You may, like I said, you may find what I like you don't like, and what I don't like you may love. So give it a try. Pick up one of them and give it a try. That way you're going to know whether you agree, disagree, or whatever with what I say. I'm just giving you my opinion. So if you've had this from Lost 40, this is their Fresh Cuts Belgian Tripel. Let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.